What up, y'all? Back at you again with another episode of Sit Down with Mark. This time I interviewed my guy, Jay Chatman. We sat down and chopped it up about his time playing sports at NCCU and some of his future endeavors. What I will ask y'all to do, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what y'all think. Y'all tap in with me. Okay, how you doing, man?
Hey man, I can't complain at all, bro. You know what I mean? Right. Life is good. Life is good. How about you?
It is. I'm good, man. Just taking things one day at a time.
That's what you're
doing the sit down with Mark. And I really appreciate it.
So what now?
I said thank you for doing the sit down with Mark. I truly appreciate it.
Yeah, I don't even know why you want to interview me, man. I ain't nobody. Ain't nobody.
No, I ain't gonna hold you long, man. I just got 5 good questions about your sport time.
Nah, you better hold me longer than you hold.
You probably talk about it.
That shit was I told you that shit was too short. You gotta hold me.
Question bit though. How do you think being an athlete made you a better person?
Wow, that's all. We're gonna go straight to it, huh?
You know it.
I feel like it teaches you values. You know what I mean? For me, and I don't want people to get this confused. Like I was never like a big time athlete. I just someone who plays sports. So,
I seen your picture in the barbershop.
Whatever. So, somebody who plays sports, you grow up and you have these values of like, being on time, being dependable, doing your job, trying not to do everything yourself. That quote where, if you want to go somewhere fast, you go alone. But if you want to go for a longer period of time, I know I just butchered the quote, you go together. Or if you want to go somewhere fast, you go alone. But if you want to go for, I butchered it, whatever. But you go together, you go as a team. Right. So with that being said, like athletics, being an athlete, it taught you all of that, right? It taught you when I was in college, my coach said, if you early on time, if you're on time, you late. If you late, don't even come. I take that towards my career, right? So I'm always early to meetings or just to work in general. I never want to be like the person who's walking in as the meeting start or whatever like that. Especially
everybody gonna stop and look at you.
Yeah, especially being like the only black dude in most of the circles that I run in. Like I always want to be there before everybody else get there. So right. Athletics taught me that.
Well, Mr. Chatman, doing your point is a hit to you.
So I'm Jay, bro. We ain't gonna do Mr. Chatman. We ain't gonna do that.
Jay, during your playing days at NCCU, who was watching you perform at every game?
Say that one more time.
During your playing days at NCCU, who do you wish was watching you perform at every game?
Wow. You know what? I will say my mom. No, I take that back. My aunt. So I grew up with my aunt and uncle, and they raised me. And so my aunt is the one who actually taught me taught me how to catch, how to play football. We was just in the backyard or whatever. So she wasn't able because, we didn't grow up affluent. So like whenever we would travel or whatever on Saturday, she wasn't able to attend every single game. And so she's probably the one that I wish could see every single game that I played while at Central.
Yeah, I know I had some battles at Central too.
Mm-hmm.
Man, what were 3 reasons you like being a part of a team sport?
Oh, that's easy. You remember those projects back in grade school where, one person does something at the end, you got to present it.
Yeah.
And if it goes well whenever everybody did their job, right? So that was, for me, that was it. Like, a sport like tennis where it's just one-on-one usually, you can't depend on nobody. So like maybe I'm not having a good day. I'm having an off day. I can depend on my brother who I, went through the trenches with practice and for all these long period of time to pick me up and vice versa. I can pick someone else up. So it just teaches you just like values and characteristics to your earlier point that will, carry over to different avenues of life, right? Once again, I'm in corporate America. I'm on a team. Team sports translates to corporate America being on the team to me tremendously. So that was one thing. Oh, you said 3, right?
Yeah.
Reasons. 2, it was fun, right? We had a blast, right? From every avenue of just joking in the locker room, which is one of the things you miss most whenever that time is over, joking in the locker room. And then I guess lastly, it's those connections, right? Networking. Still to this day, I connect with people that I played team sports with from high school all the way up into college. I still talk to these people, well, not everybody, but I still lean on these people whenever I need something where it comes to, fatherhood advice or financial advice or career advice, just because everybody went in different ways, career-wise, but our connection is from athletics. So team sports definitely help build on that.
Playing college football, what was
amazing
the part about competing?
Yo, I just had this conversation with someone the other day that the best part about Black college football is not even a game. It's whenever you arrive.
It's tailgate.
It's no. It's like as an athlete, right?
Yeah.
Whenever you come out the tunnel,
mm-hmm.
You smell the food from tailgate. You hear that band. Bro, it was like backyard football a little bit, right? Like, so I feel like now it's on a bigger level. So of course I played, in the early 2000s, but back then it was like backyard football where you smell the food, you can hear the band. Of course, you see the girls in the stands. Hopefully you see the one that you're rocking with at the time. And then it's just so intimate. The setting is very, very intimate. And so with that, I don't know the other side as far as being an athlete at like a PWI or whatever. And I know they have bigger venues, but I've always been more of an intimate, like that intimate setting of Black college football, man. It just does something to you when you can hear that band and you coming out to it. And for me, I was a little bit more fashion focused on the field. So I definitely had a little shimmy when I came out. I let them know that, hey, I arrived, you know what I mean?
Now that your college days are behind you,
yep.
Is there a chance of you being a coach someday?
So I did that. I was a coach. I coached high school football for a while, and then I had that itch. So it was like on my bucket list where I wanted to be a college football coach, right? Take it serious. And I've always been one, and I won't be humble about this, but I've always been one to understand scheme and X's and O's when it comes to football. So multiple coaches that I've had in the past always said, hey, like if you ever go into coaching, you have a career in this because, you're blessed with it. So I took it and actually moved to North Dakota to coach at a college in North Dakota, which I hated. I hated North Dakota. We don't belong there.
It was cold enough for you.
It was cold and everything. The food was horrible. The weather was bad. There was no girls there. Like I was a single dude in North Dakota, lonely as shit. So after that season, I left. And I left because I thought I was going to get a job at NC State. I had a connection at NC State. I interviewed a few times there. So I was like, okay, I'm about to go work at NC State. And they ended up hiring the head coach's nephew. So it was a little bit of, nepotism there. But
yeah,
after that, it was time for me to like, all right, you gotta find a job, make some money because you don't move back from North Dakota. You had this job lined up allegedly with NC State. It didn't happen. And so I went back into my career field, which is marketing. So that's where I'm at. But I did do the coaching and I loved it. I love coaching.
I enjoyed this interview, man.
That's it?
Yeah. I really appreciate it.
Hey, man, come on now. All right. I
appreciate it.
I thank you for having me, man, because once again, I don't even know why you wanted to interview me. Because I've seen a few of your interviews and other people got shit going on. Now I do want to plug something. Which you weren't at, by the way, and I know you had to see it. So I started this year. I started a golf tournament for the football team for Andrews. So hop on Andrews.
Yeah.
And so we raised a little under $10,000 for the football team this year. And it's going to be an annual event. So make sure you're there next year, right?
Okay.
Just because it was fun. I saw people that I haven't seen since graduation. There was some old heads there. I don't know if you know who Ted Brown is, but he was the ACC
Yeah,
rusher for forever.
he
Showed up.
made.
He was at the tournament as well. So it was a big thing. So if I'm
ETN just broke his record.
yeah, but Ted Brown also he's a funny dude. He also let you know ETM played like 20 more games than he did. So
that too, and he killed himself. That's what he was hurt trying to do.
Yeah, so he made sure to let people know that he broke my record, but I did it in 20 less games.
Yeah.
So, but
and
yeah,
he was killing him offensively to get it done too.
to get the record. Yeah.
Yeah.
So sure, I just want to plug that because for me that's a big thing as far as just giving back to the school in some type of way, and that's the way that I chose to do it, is just host a golf tournament. So I just want to plug that. That's it.